Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Redskins. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cut! Switch!
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get him!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff, and that's caught. It's Hogan. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Redskins' 37-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Super one.
Goff now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
It's me and you. DC. It's me and you. Check 37. Check 37.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 43. Hopper. Kill.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Coming again.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Yeah, check. 59. Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch the safety creep.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
32-yard line.
26, right there, 56. Let him know. Let him know. Wide.
To throw is gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom!
Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Watch the screen. Shell. Hatch it. Super. Hey, Delta. 56.
3rd and long. It's gone.
Watch the run.
Eluding the pressure right. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Henderson now on 1st and 10, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 50, it's gone. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Shell.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Sponge, smooth.
They are going for it. Gone.
Hey.
And he's going to find Hogan here, complete.
We ain't giving them nothing today.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Goff. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis, 78 yards. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. DC. Safety's creeping. Out.
Goff. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's got room. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Let's get this.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal.
Kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Ship.
They get it to him running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They run with Geis. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
Alert 3. Hey, watch edge. Slam. Hey, check. Put it two. Check.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins.
A 27-yard.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Take 4, take 4.
Here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Bravo. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And a cut to the sideline. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Redskins 24, Rams 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Right here, right here. Begin.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
I got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
20. Right there, 56. Here we go, D. Come again. Here I come again.
On first down, Henderson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant. Watch twist.
Now it's gone. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Check 13. 14.
Out of the gun, Goff. And right side, caught, Hogan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line. Here's Goff. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Reuben Foster picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the twist. Right stone. Travel. Tighten up.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Let's go, fellas.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Better bring it.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give right side. Gibson, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Alert flare.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run with Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
He's coming. Watch twist.
Rotate. 49, check 49. Check.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Slam.
Short.
Yeah. I got it. Go. 50, Mike's 50.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rush in. Check. Crunch.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's it, baby.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Man, that's trash. Jam. Pick the edge. Come. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check 24. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Switch.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup.
A lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff, Geis going right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Your nightmare, son. You gonna see me? Nightmares.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Check 26, check 26. Check 31, check 31.
3rd down, here's Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Great job. Touchdown.
Darius Geis, 43 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 29, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Go. 20. It's been a long day for you. 25. Check 25.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
You ain't going nowhere. Watch that.
Under 10. Under
Ric Flair.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
59. Mike's 59.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Shift.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
That's it, baby.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's coming, double up.
Check 52. Switch.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run on first down. Huntley gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. This is Geis. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 26 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. Goff. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, 43 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
A 3-yard pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has come up with offense.